Using our favourite suppliers and using up our stash, that's the name of the game for the deep dive with the designers. Designer Deep Dive, run by this paper snob known as Tara, and we really are deep diving for some of us, others not so. Today we're using Pretty Little Studios. Now, here in Australia, Pretty Little Studios is not as big as it is in America, and it is quite all about cost. It costs our suppliers lots and lots of money to get it transported here to Australia, so therefore it is hard to find and it is rare to find. And I did have a supplier set up, and then I went away, and when I got back she didn't have it anymore, so I had to go for plan B, which was go to the Pretty Little Studios website itself and download some printables, and this is what I have chosen to use. I'm using the Woodland Christmas range, and I downloaded the papers. I did download the 3x4 cards as well, however I did not print them as I wasn't at work. I went somewhere and got these professionally printed so that they have the right paper intensity that I wanted. I didn't want it thin, I wanted it thick. And yeah, so I'm just using the papers today, which is fine, because you can create a layout with just papers, as you're going to see as I work this layout. Thanks Tara for creating this hop. I really do like it. The Designer Deep Dive is great because we focus on one designer's paper range and we get to get very creative with it. So as I said, I'm using this one here. It's called Woodland Christmas. I fell in love with it as soon as I was going through it. Of course, you know I like anything with wood grain. So I really actually liked the star paper. See how that is there? That's great. And as soon as I saw the star paper, I knew which photo I wanted to use, and I knew I needed to incorporate the stars onto the layout. So this photo is of four of my children. It is an old photo. It's been sitting on my desk for a while. It's finally making its way into an album, which is great, and this is going to lend itself beautifully to it. So what I'm doing here is I'm marking off where the photo is going to sit roughly on the page, because I want this wavy stripy paper in the background to become a feature, and it's going to look like ribbons running down the page, and at the end of the ribbons are going to be stars. Well, that's the plan. Let's see how it works out. So I'm just going to mark off where that photo was, and I've just realized I've made a mistake, but that's okay. I'll fix it in the end. You'll see when I go to pull it all together. I've gone off screen to measure off where the stars are going to sit in it and then cut around all the excess, and that's what I did off screen because that took a bit of fiddling, and I just placed the stars at the end of the ribbon pile that I wanted them to be, traced it around them, and then cut out all the excess. So this is the end result, and I'm just getting this tape up so that I can put it down, and this is a bit tricky, as you can see. It's causing me a bit of bother, which sometimes it does with the tape, and yeah, I don't know why. And this one is super tacky, this tape, so it's really a bit hard to get off at the moment. So I'm layering it down here, and you can see now that it has got that sort of a zigzaggy pattern, and it doesn't look that crash hot at the moment. Trust me, it will get better. It's meant to look like a curtain falling down, and the stars are going to be a feature, and you'll see in a moment how that works. So I'm putting my photo down first because the stars are going to overlap it in places, and here's where you can start to see it building the effect that I was going for. So I'm having the stars line up at the end of those ribbon pieces that I've traced, and some of the ones and some of the bit bigger, and this is all coming together nicely, as you can see, and I really do like the effect that it's created. It's a little bit different, and I like how in the end this all works. So this one was not cut exactly correctly, so I've just trimmed off a little bit more, and the same down here because I just wanted to tuck in under that star. Now I am still contemplating whether I want a bigger star over to the side, but I end up going with the smaller star, and it works just nicely, as you can see there. Alright, so now I'm happy with the stars falling down. They are on the ends of the ribbons and it looks like they're falling through the streamers, which is quite good. So I'm going to use some foam here, craft foam, and I'm going to put that on the back of the stars because I want them to pop up off the ribbon effect on the page. So this is a great layout in using just paper and fussy cutting out elements to create the interest on the page. When you don't have embellishments from a range, this is a good way of making them work for you. Don't be afraid to fussy cut a paper. That's something I've had to learn myself over time. I would always think, why would you cut up a piece of paper? But now I don't even think twice. I look at a paper actually looking for the possibilities of cutting it up, which is very strange and a complete turnaround to the way I looked at paper beforehand. So as you can see, I am lifting each of these stars up on the foam, and that's giving it some dimension. And you know I like lumpy bumpy layouts, and this is an easy way of achieving that. And those stars just fit perfectly on the page because they are from that range and they do sit nicely. Now this is a Christmas range and this is a Christmas photo. It was taken, I'm wanting to say 2014, could even be 2013. I'm going to have to go back through my records and find it. Down at the Star Casino in Sydney, out the front they have the word star, and each Christmas they decorate it differently. This year it was just plain. I think it was the first year that they actually had it out at the front, and so my children took it upon themselves to climb into the letters and take on the shapes of the letters, and so that's what I have taken a photo of them. And of course my youngest son, that you can see there, had to walk up the side of the A and lean across the T to prove that he was the more creative of the lot of them. He wanted to plank the T, but I said no because it was too high. So there we have the stars. At the bottom you saw where I added in a strip of that paper where I made the mistake. I should have cut off the strip first, but I didn't, and I then patched it together. I used little stars to hide up where it was patched together. You can't see it, and I've found some stickers from an American craft one because I just wanted to add a little bit of cluster there to the corner. And now I'm using my pen, and I am using the medium tipped pen here because I want it to be a bit stronger because of the colors. And I'm just going around to outline my border, and then I am also going to outline the strip down at the bottom just to lift it off that page a little bit and add that little bit more dimension to it. And you can see how that has really made a difference to the overall effect of this layout. Now this is a really quick, simple, easy one to achieve. You can achieve this one with any striped paper, and you can just use die cut stars or punched stars, and it gives you that celebratory feel to it. So that's my tribute to Pretty Little Studios this month. I am sure you are going to find some way better layouts of the rest of the people who are playing along. Trust me, Ronna's is going to be amazing. You will want to go and check her out. The Paper Snobs, Tara's, I bet will be fantastic. Go and check it out. But I like this clean and simple design. I've just added Nuvo drops in around the stars. I realised I don't really like it there. I'm going to take that bit off there. That's the best thing about wet media. You can remove it if you're quick enough. And I'm just going to put it over to the other side and put it into the 3 points. So I have set up my visual triangle. Quick, simple, effective. That's what I like about this paper. I do love the colors in it. It's amazing. I will be printing more. I do think I will go hybrid with the Pretty Little Studios because they are that special. Go and check them out, everybody. If you find a supplier in Australia, snap it up when you can. Trust me, it is rare to find, and when it does arrive, it goes really quickly. So thanks everybody for watching today. It is a quick one, as I said, but the playlist that is linked below will have way more interesting layouts than mine, and I hope I've done something here just to give you a bit of creativity with what to do with paper only, and I earned a thumbs up from you. Remember, YouTube, like the thumbs up, people. I like to see the thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I will get back to you soon. A hype if you're on a digital device, and a subscribe if you're new to my channel. I really want to reach 1,000 by Christmas. Thanks for watching, and here's my next video for you. See you there real soon.